Hello investors, traders, and Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewison here, co-founder of Market Club with your market update for Wednesday, the 18th of December, just 7 days to Christmas. We're going to be looking at two markets today. We're picked up on our trade triangles. The first one is Sally Beauty Holdings, SBH, and the other one is KKR Financial Holdings LLC, symbol KFN. So let's take a look at Sally Beauty Holdings. SBH is a symbol, as I mentioned. We have all of our trade triangles are positive. The last trade triangle kicked in at 28.54, and that was on the 17th, which was yesterday. And you can see we have a nice move up here, and we've cleared a lot of ground in this particular stock in terms of we have a very nice base in place. So you can see that right here. And that's all the way from really a long base going all the way back to August 1st. And the breakout is clearly over here, and that indicates that the stock should go quite a bit higher. I would say probably from the 25.50 area to 28.50 is $3. I think we'd be looking at the 31.50 level, which takes it right back up to these previous highs seen in July. So I think it's a very good move for maybe a 10% move from where we are right now. All the signals are go, and the RSI, you came right back to the 50 line, which is support, and it just corresponds to this, and moved up. You broke it over the parabolic. So things look good for SBH. That's the symbol right there, SBH. Ask about any market and get an answer. Only for members and only from marketclub.com. This is another stock that came up on our radar screen, our trade triangles. You can find all the trade triangles right here. All you have to do is click and it'll show you them as they come up, and that's throughout the day. So here's the signal right here at 10.97. Obviously the market opened a little bit above that. We may see some more consolidation, but this looks as though it wants to also go higher. Went from a very oversold condition. It all happened in one day, so I think we could see this market also perform a little better. If we go to the maximum on this, you can see it's been all the way up to 28, and we're currently trading at 12. So we could very easily, just on a Fibonacci retracement level, let me put that in for everyone, see the stock back up to the 19 level, certainly, which is $7, which is a very nice return from the $12 stock. So let's go on to our other markets and see what's going on with those. Let's go back to our 6-month indicator. There you go. Looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Averages, you can see we've been sort of sliding off here. We've had a pullback. This is the parabolic that came in today at 15,947, 15,947. Almost got there. We just with a few points off that high. But I think that's going to be very closely watched. Once we break over that, and it could be this afternoon with the Fed announces it's not going to taper, I think we'll see this market improve from these levels and challenge the highs and maybe make new highs in the new year. Moving on to the S&P 500, pretty much the same thing there. We're sort of consolidating. It's sort of a choppy way market. We do have a trade triangle in the red column in the weekly rather, indicating a trading range, and we have a -70. So we expect this market to bounce around a little more. Then I think we'll see the market once again correspond to the longer term trade triangle and start moving higher. Looking at the NASDAQ, pretty much the same picture there. We've been moving sideways pretty much for most of December. I expect to see another push up there and possibly take out the 4,000 level again. 4,050 level again, and see this market push up to new highs. Very bullish on a lot of NASDAQ stock. We've talked about the dollar-yen relationship and how we favor being long the dollar and short the yen, and you can see that trend continues here. We have a very large base in this market right now, and I think it's capable of moving the market high. You can see this really big base, and we just have to draw just a very simple line across here. You can see we've broken out here, and it's onward and upward for this market. Now we also like, more than we like the dollar yen, we actually prefer the euro yens. Here's the euro yen that's been trending higher. We were a little bit overbought. We've sort of come down from that level, but this market is actually, for the last 4 days, it's sort of gone sideways, but I think we're going to have another push up in both this cross and the dollar cross we just spoke about. So watch that very carefully. Looking at gold, this is spot gold. You can see both of our trade triangles, the monthly and the weekly, are still negative. They have been for quite some time, and only the daily is positive. However, this is looking a little bit sick to me in terms of we have not been able to get a rally going in this market. And also, if you look at our RSI indicator, you can see that we got right up to the 50 level. Remember we talked about the 50 level as being like the halfway line in a football game. You've got to get over that to score a goal. And if you can't get over it, that's now great defense. And I think we can see this potentially come down again and have a big move down. I thought this market was going to hold potentially where we were here, but I have a feeling this type of formation, oops, is not a positive one. I think it's more of a just an absolute collapse. So I think we have to watch that very carefully. The news this afternoon may be the catalyst to push this market lower. We'll have to see. Looking at crude oil, both our weekly and our daily are positive, meaning we're positive on this, even though it's a 60 reading. That's more of a trading range, but on futures we use the weekly for trend and the daily for timing. So you can see the market has, there's the weekly coming in, and the daily just came in on the 17th, indicating the market's going higher. Also, if you look just on the RSI, again, this has been a wonderful tool to look at. You pull back here to really the 50 line. Now remember, we go over the 50 line like here, it indicates that you are going to see this market move higher. So that was the thing. We've moved over the 50 line. It should be support now, and I think we're going to see another move up in this market to over the $100 a barrel level. Ask about any market and get an answer. Only for members and only from marketclub.com.
You can find Adam Hewison as a regular contributor on Bloomberg, Business News Network, CNBC, and Fox Business News.